Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name's Eva and I have a rare spinal condition called spondylolisthesis. Make sure before you start watching these videos you go and watch some of my others. Most important ones I would say is the first one, the introduction about me and my condition, just so that you know a little bit more about what I've been going through. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So guys, I'm going to try and stay really positive for you all, as I have done throughout this whole YouTube channel, as I want this to be a safe space for other people with my condition. But unfortunately, I do have some sad news, which you may have all seen coming due to my lack of uploads. So unfortunately, my spinal fusion has failed. This is because a couple of the screws in my back have not fused and one has broken with a fracture in it. So this means that I have to repeat my whole spinal fusion again. So the options which the surgeon has given me is option 1, which is a much smaller operation, which is just where they're going to replace the some of the screws which need replacing with bigger screws, and then take out or leave the ones which are fused already. Or option 2 is where they fuse into my pelvis with 2 rods. So if you imagine your pelvis like that, if you're like that straight down, so that I'm completely stable, but this will mean that I unfortunately won't be able to bend properly, and it'll really reduce my flexibility, and the recovery time on that can be absolutely massive, like up to 2 years and above really, where the smaller one is a little less than my first fusion, because they don't really have to move anything around. So that's only really like 6 months before I can go back to doing normal things. But the problem I have got with the smaller one is that I am, as many of you already knew, still in pain after my first fusion. So if I do go with the first option, which is just basically the same, I could still be in that pain with my cox pain and my pain from the screws. That could all still stay the same. So it's a bit of a risk if I go for the smaller one, because then it means that in a couple of years I might end up having to go for the bigger one, so it could just be a bit of a waste. But I am, drum roll please, decided to go with the smaller operation, because in mine and my family's opinion and the surgeon, there's no point going in for the bigger one if we could have a slight possibility with the smaller one, as the big one would completely affect my quality of life, and we really don't want to go that big of a step if we could have ended up doing the smaller one, which can work. So we are going to go for the smaller one. However, we do have to sign paperwork, so if they do decide when they're in there, the surgeons in my back, that they cannot do the smaller one, then they are allowed to do the bigger one. So that is a bit unnerving, but it's going to be like a little surprise for me and you when I come out of surgery and update you all on what they decided to do. So guys, this does unfortunately mean I am in a lot of pain, and I am back to square one, where I am unable to walk for very far distances, and I have got a wheelchair, which I will do a little tour of just at the end of this clip. So I'm using my wheelchair to go shopping and do things which I wouldn't normally able to do. However, I am back to 2.5 hours at school every day, and I'm in quite a bit of pain unless I'm laying down. And even then, when I'm laying down, I still have quite a bit of leg pain. So I am hoping that after this surgery, I should start to be on the mend. But this means that my current medication, which I am on, is, we are back to oxycodone. So I take, on average, about 1 of them tablets a day, because it completely like knocks me out for the whole day. So I normally take 1 in the morning, and then about 4 gabapentins a day at 100 mg, and then my oxycodone's at 5 mg. And then I also take my paracetamol and codeine regularly. So guys, this is my wheelchair. I chose to go for an NHS wheelchair, which I was kindly given by the occupational health team at my hospital. So on my chair, which makes it specialist to me, I have this removable cushion, which many of you already know. I have one which I use for school and things, but this is quite a large one and it's not as comfy. But that stops me getting all my cox and tailbone pain. And then it also, I can wheel it myself. so that I can get around places if I need to, because my hands and arms do perfectly work and it helps give me a bit of exercise. And then I have the feet plates and a seatbelt, so it's basically perfect. And I am hoping to get some LED lights to make it a bit better, and I have decorated it with my Christmas blanket, which I have on because it's freezing at the moment. So overall, I am going to have the smaller operation where they are just going to replace the pins which needed to be replaced. This then means I will only have to be on the ward. I will not have to go to HDU, which also drastically reduces the amount of time that I've had to wait for this operation. So I will go to the ward. I don't know if it's going to be the day before or the day of, and then wait and then have my op and then go back to the ward. I should be on there for around 5 days, but as you all knew, that was how long I should have been for my other one, and I ended up staying for 8 days. So it's a bit of a hit and miss. I will also have my physio on the ward, and if you want to know a little bit more what life is like on the ward, I will be vlogging this experience, but I also did do a video on my last experience, and I will be in the same ward, I think. So I hope that explains to you all why I haven't been doing many videos, because I can't really do much, so there's not much good content I can actually make for you guys. But I am hoping that after we've got all of this sorted, I can get back on the right track and start making you guys more fun and interesting videos. So I hope you all did enjoy watching my video, and I've got some news for you all. I have also started a TikTok account, which will be on the screen here and also linked in the description. So it would really mean the world if you could follow me, and I do regular updates on that, and that's kind of more of the real raw side of having a chronic illness like mine. But on here it's more kind of trying to find the fun and light out of everything, so that I can help support you guys. So remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.